What's going on? Today we are going to be reviewing a couple of things. It is somewhat review season, but this is actually important to me because this is for out west solo camping type kind of a situation. Today we're going to be reviewing, that was horrible, the Argali one-person tent and the Stone Glacier ULT, basically ultralight single-person setup. So that's the plan. We got rain coming. I kind of want to get a feel for what I like best. I do have the insert for the Argali Awyhee. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I got the insert for that, so we'll install that as well. Real quick before we set up, let's talk about specs between the two. All right, so first the Argali. This is a 50-inch height pitch. It's 39 cubic feet and comes in at 14 ounces. So this is definitely an ultralight set. With the insert, I think you're looking up around the 30-32 mark. It's a big, for a single person, it's a big footprint, which is where I'm kind of leaning. This is probably going to be my go-to after this layout and everything else, but we're going to see. So with the Stone Glacier SkyAir ULT, you're looking at 8 ounces for the tarp, 4 ounces for the vestibule, so a total of 12 ounces, got to do math, 12 ounces for the vestibule and the tarp, a 3-foot width at the footbox. The floor area is about 27 to 32 inches in width, and the head height is depending on how high you want to pitch it up. You're about 41 to 47 inches, so this one's a little bit smaller, definitely more compact, a little bit more just minimalistic, possibly you could say, which I do like, and I don't think I'm gonna have any negative things to say about either one of these. It's just gonna possibly be for different situations. All right, they're all set up. Got a little sidetracked with the kiddos. It's starting to sprinkle right now, so we're gonna go inside. We're gonna let it rain. It's supposed to rain. We're supposed to get an inch of rain. All right. Decided to climb in for a little bit. So as you can see, I'm in the Argali right now. This is sitting up next to the pole. You can hear the rain probably a little bit. I could probably snug everything up a little bit better. First thing I noticed with this is I pitched it way wrong in the beginning. The initial setup, I should have more slack in the lines in my 4 corners, the sleeping box side. So it was basically touching the ground. I like a little air moving through. The really nice thing they have is this air vent up here, and it's got a little prop that'll keep it open at all times. So even with it being tight to the ground, it'll give good air movement, at least like at night when the condensation starts to build up, it has a spot to escape. So I'm digging this setup right now, just sitting in here. Say even without the bug net, I'd have even more room, which is maybe how I do it. Early season deer hunting, this is definitely probably going to be the setup for me with the bug net, just because we know how it is in early season. Bugs are out everywhere. One thing I do like is how they designed this. Instead of this trekking pole going straight up and down, it's off on an angle, and it's hard to see. You just can't see it, I'm sorry, but it gives you more room inside of here. I'm just shy of 6 foot with my feet down there. I've got a whole nother foot, and the head laying back about the same. So we'll hang out in here for a minute or two, just relaxing, enjoying the rain, and then we'll go over to the other one. All right, we're now in the Stone Glacier, so you can see little feetsies kicking. So it's high enough back in the foot box that you can get your legs up if you want to. I'm still a few inches away from the edge, and the pole is right here. No problem. Maybe a taller guy over 6'2", 6'3" might have a little bit problems with that pole. Other than that, there's still room in the vestibule for the pack to go with me, or anything that I need to keep out of the rain. The camera. So with the SkyAir ULT, it's kind of deceiving. I feel like it's smaller, which it probably is, but at the same time there's a lot of room on either side of me. I wish this was a super wide angle lens so you guys could really get a grasp of it. Maybe that's a little bit better, There's the pole. The other thing I did notice with this is, and this is the first time setting this up, and I'm sure somebody's gonna yell at me for setting it up wrong. The vestibule attachment and this, in high winds from the main compartment, I could see being maybe an issue, maybe having some moisture blowing between the two if the wind is coming right at your head. But I think this is an excellent unit right here. What I like about the Stone Glacier is the length to it. I don't feel claustrophobic lengthwise. It does feel a little compressing towards your width between your shoulders. But then again, it is still quite a bit of room. I would say if you're a side sleeper like myself, you may find some moisture issues if you roll up against the side. But you can put guy lines on them and pull it out to the side, and you shouldn't have any issues with it.
Well, they're both standing, so that's good. It's been a whole morning or a whole night, just raining.
First thing I'm noticing, hello, good morning. Stone Glacier is a little more saggy. I think it could be that string on the backside is probably slipped a little bit to droop it in. Now that the rain's all done and we got basically the gist of what I feel like I need to tell you, for now, let's have a little kids segment.
You got to tell me what's your favorite thing about this one.
Has the bug screen that keeps bugs out.
Yeah, that's pretty true. I could buy that for the other one too, though. That's your favorite thing? What's the thing you don't like about that one?
It's because it's only one-person tent.
But they're both one-person tents.
Yeah, I know, I want, you can sleep in this one, and then you can sleep in that one.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I can sleep in that one.
You can sleep in the other one?
You can sleep
Okay. So you just wish it was bigger. Okay. All right, what's your favorite thing about this tent?
It's comfy.
It's comfy?
And you don't have to lay in the grass.
Yeah, again with the netting in there, that's pretty nice, yeah. What don't you like about that one, Ollie?
You can see a ton of bugs like that.
On the outside of the bug net. There you go. Go ahead and crawl in. All right, what's your favorite thing about this one, Nora? This one seems to be your favorite. Why?
Because it's bigger than that one.
Yeah, but it's not. It's because it just... Walter, what are you doing? Quit harassing the chicken, Walter.
Because, this one looks cooler. It's because this one, I never seen a tent like this, and I seen a tent like that.
Oh, really? You haven't seen one like this, so you'd like it better. Okay. What do you think, Ollie? Why do you like it better?
It's because all three of us could probably fit in here.
Yeah, we might be able to.
Can you try, Dad?
Okay.
How would we sleep 3 people though in here? How do you think we could do that?
We could maybe bring that tent and connect that tent
No, we can't connect that tent.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
But we could put the tent right beside it. You could sleep in that one, and we could sleep in this one.
You guys could. So the biggest difference that you like about that one is that I've got the net in that one. There's no net in this one. I could get a net for this one. Let's climb out of here and we'll do a final little recap. You going first? Don't hit the camera. All right, final thoughts for the Argali Awyhee. Single man, single person, single woman tent, maybe with a child. I dig it a lot. Actually, this is probably, out of the two of them, this is probably going to be the one I use the most. The biggest thing for me is single pole, and then the bug screen is cool, but I can't compare that between the two. But a single pole, you have a lot of headroom when you're sitting up inside in the middle. A lot of room for your arms to hang out to the side if you don't have the bug net in. And the ventilation with the airflow seems really good with this. It took me a minute to get used to the pitch and how to figure out where I want my pitch. Like my back corner is still a little bit low. This is my fault, first time setting this up, right? So it's totally understandable. Ventilation's fantastic. Single pole use and entry and space. Those 4 things. So the things I like about it, just to recap, I like the entry. As you can see right here, it's a simple entry from the side. I love the ventilation in this coming up through here. I love the single pole construction, and that makes it really easy so you have a spare pole for whatever else you might need. And the overall footprint of it is perfect for what I need. Lots of room here and here when the door is closed for the bow and pack. And it kept the rain out. Both of them kept the rain out, so that's great. All right, doors rolled back on the Stone Glacier SkyAir. I like this one a lot too. As mentioned, it feels a little tighter in the foot box. You can't quite sit up in it, and if you're rolling side to sides, your shoulders might come into contact with it unless you put the extra guy lines out. The big thing I don't like compared to the Argali is it's a 2-pole setup. The things I like about it, it does feel longer than say what the Argali does because you have this vestibule at the end, so you get a whole bunch of room right here. But here's the downfall that I mentioned is the entry to it. So if you have your bag and your bow here and you're trying to enter and exit out of this, it could feel quite cramped. But is it workable? Is it doable? I think it's a great design. Yeah, it works. It's great, and you can't go wrong with either one of these. It's just going to be dependent on what you're looking for. These are both quality products. They both work well. I personally am leaning more towards the Argali. I like the design. I like that TP feel. In closing, I don't think you can go wrong with either one of these. Personally, the Argali gets me. It understands me. It's good for entry and everything else that I already mentioned. So that's the one I'm probably going to be using the majority of the time. Still going to hold on to that one because, one, my daughter loves it, and I'll use it still. And if she wants to go hunting with me here pretty soon, then I'm going to take her out with that one, you know. Hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gives you a little bit of a perspective for a purchasing point of view and which one you may want to go with, or at the very least, at least give you an idea in which direction you want to head. So, if you did enjoy this video, feel free to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one.